Hello YouTube, Reddit Math here, and welcome back to the Red Estate. It's been a few days since I last played, and so it's going to take me maybe a moment or two to get acclimated to exactly what was going on. I do remember the game giving me a pretty decent thrashing the last time I played though, and my goal overall is still looking to get more level 2 characters so that we could look at taking on the Inchoate Flesh as the last of the level 1 bosses. To that end, I think what I'd like to do here, could these 4 do that? We don't have a healer. We really need, like, Vare is probably looking at the best option here. So let's grab him. We could do a Plague Doctor. And then for a second slot, Levette's not too bad. And then we would just have... we could grab Bradwardine for the front rank. I can make a pretty decent crew. Medium mission is the shortest thing we've got. Oddly enough, the trinket is the same for both of these. So that doesn't really matter. It just really comes down to, well... not just the heirloom reward, but also I think I'd much rather do a cleanse than I'd like to head into a detoxify the corpses mission. Those can be a little bit of a struggle for inventory space. So I think we'll head here, and we're a little bit light on cash, so I think that's probably going to be about all we can do for food. That's about all we can do for torches. This is not going to be the easiest thing we've ever done. Being a little bit low on torchlight is going to be dangerous. Not going to lie. No way to sugarcoat that one. But we could probably get the job done. We'll just have to let the torchlight go down. We'll abuse the campfire that we can light, you know, right in the middle to get that 100 light back for us, and
they breed
hope for the best
quickly down there in the dark, but perhaps we can slay them even faster.
I'm also not a huge fan of this layout. We're gonna have quite a bit of backtracking, which is not gonna help our light levels one bit. Of course, 3 of our characters are level 0, so they come into this with just a little bit of stress right out the gate. Well, let's go ahead and pop off a stun. Not get it, which is unfortunate. Okay. Well, we could instead, I guess we just attack. We're a little out of position here, although that incision's not terrible. It does have a bleed chance. We didn't manage to get the bleed on it, but it had a chance. Also, that miss is quite rough. Basically, if we can just swap around our occultist and our bounty hunter, we should be fine. I think I'd probably rather be able to move the occultist back just like that, so that our bounty hunter still gets to act here. I'd love for him not to get stunned. Okay, as our level 1 character, he's definitely our big gun for the time being.
As the fiend falls,
that was a solid kill.
Faint hope blossoms.
Now, I can do 2 to 3, 2 to 5. Ugh, I whiffed it. You're supposed to be our big gun, Bradwardine. What are you doing here? Alright, well, that incision, man, killing me. The whole idea of the super high protection is supposed to be the damage over time is the answer, but we can't seem to apply any of our damage over time.
Press this advantage.
Okay, nice.
Give them no quarter.
At least Levette can seal the deal for us. We've got one final guy with just a little bit of HP. Finally, Bradwardine decides he actually can connect with a hit, and we get a couple of heirlooms for our trouble. And this is not the order I want to be in. Also, he's got okay trap, right? 40 for a level 0 character. It's basically about as okay as you can expect. And nothing in there. Alright. Pop a torch. Not like Papa Torch. Like, it's not the father of any torch. You knew what I meant. Alright. So for this one, we've got them surprised, which is awesome. Oh, extra awesome. Now I wonder if that counts as stunned. Can't, right? Like, I mean, stunned is a very specific thing. They don't come off of being surprised. Oh, that's gonna be amazing. Does that kill both of them? Like, or does the surprise automatically clear without them having to take an action? I guess I'm about to find out. It's gonna do enough damage to them. You know, actually, between that, they're done. Okay, it doesn't do a round when the surprise clears. That seems fair. Probably be a little bit overpowered if it did. Pop a little bit of healing. Any buffs on any of our characters that we might want to do. Throw out a vulnerability hex here. I believe, and we'll just mark there. I believe Bradwardine does have a party buff that he can use from the front rank.
A victory.
Although his speed might be so low that he is not going to get to act. Yeah, that seems about right.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
Okay, I'm not just excited about the heirlooms, but also the anti-venom is quite huge for us. A bone altar, huh? Strange power can be felt in its presence. Sounds like the kind of thing that maybe an occultist would want to poke around at. Ooh. Oh man, that's amazing. Fortunately, it only lasts for 4 rounds. So we're probably not going to see any benefit from it, as by the time we get into combat again, I think it's going to have gone away. Now this, on the other hand, is... we don't have the herbs, but it can be a damage buff. Okay. If you don't use the herbs, I guess it is just some stashed loot, like related things. It's okay too. A little bit of extra food is certainly welcome. If I go this way, to backtrack 1, 2. Over there, back 1. It's like it's the same either way. Let's stick to the lower area. Why not? It's the same amount of backtracking, regardless of which direction we decide to head to first. I do not love a character that is capable of inflicting stress damage on us. Although... so let's do this. We can mark. And then... like, incision? Man, for 7, that is amazing. The bleed's not very good, but the initial damage, I think, kind of made up for it in this instance. And then we'll do something like that. Okay. And finally... I can't do the damage versus marked. She's out of his range. That is terrible. 5 to 10. Well, I guess we just murder that guy. We are getting the human damage buff at the very least, so that's, you know, something. Let's maybe try to just clear his bleed. Yeah, there we go. Got a little bit of stress relief off of it as well. No complaints from me there. Man, and that did a fairly decent amount of damage too. Things are going okay. For once. For once. I would certainly love to
creatures can be felled. They can be
have a level 1 run that we just come out of with like no problems. That'd be a nice change of pace from what was going on when I was recording this weekend. Bone altar. Loot. Hey, I'll take loot. Oh, holy water. Sweet. And the extra torch. Not to be undersold either.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
And a good scout. Okay. I think I might pop one more torch, but I think I'm gonna take this as the opportunity to let our torchlight burn down. Oh, do I remember what this needs? Is this an occult scrawling? Dull and interesting. It might have been a holy water, and I might just be bad. I'm not saying I'm not bad. There's a distinct possibility, even.
Mortality clarified in a single
stress.
strike.
Look where it hurts. It's fine. You attack Bradwardine all you want. In fact, he's going to mark himself and invite your attacks in at him. And you know what? Trying to take advantage of the shuffle. And only pulled him forward one. That's unfortunate. The stun is pretty decent, though.
Reeling, about to break.
Seriously? It crits for 2. Dazed, reeling, about to break. Like, I mean, come on. I think you might be overselling it just a little. Just a little. We did more damage on the riposte than he did on the incoming attack.
Blow.
Also, that blow was not that devastating. Oh well. Oh well. He's very excitable, the narrator. I mean, I give him credit where it's due. It's going to do 6. It doesn't quite take him out. However, this guy is human-ish. And, like, one of the occultist's abyssal artillery, aka ceiling spaghetti, one of his ceiling spaghettis on the back row here. Yeah. See? It looks like scaling spaghetti. I mean, it does. It really does. That's going to take those guys out, and that leaves us in prime position for... Ooh, lovely. For that incision to bleed him out.
The greater the glory.
Oh, man, that was quite the haul as well. Some bleed resist, but less crit. Meh. We'll hold on to it for right now, as we eventually will need the inventory space. We'll probably put it on someone then. Extra food, I'm not going to complain. Go ahead and head down, just letting our torchlight dwindle. Oh, again, let's try it. Oh boy, that was bad. Okay, 3 rounds. So apparently occult scrawlings do not like being doused.
Maker's art.
Man,
His
6.
efficacy unwitnessed by his own eyes.
I don't have any bandages though. We'll just let her snack a little bit to counteract that. Yeah, apparently occult scrawlings do not like being doused in holy water. So, something to keep in mind. Everything runs red. Alright, got a little bit of a trip back. Not that bad. I actually think our light is going to be, like, super fine. Head up to here, over, back to... We'll camp. We'll camp after we make the return. That makes the most sense. And we've got enough torches. We are going to run into another battle here. Just due to the backtracking. Yeah, there we go. Oh man, that's a ton of stress-inducing. Can these guys even do damage? Like, would this just be a party that would try to cause heart attacks? Is that a thing? Oh man, there's gonna be so much damage. Ugh.
Well struck.
Ooh. Very well struck. Thank you, Burci. I can totally live with that. What do we want to do here? Just get the damage on. He could then... that's good up. Oh, come on. Oh, come on! This actually can get the kill. We'll go to the stun on the back rank instead. And then, if anybody could have acted before him, I think we could have taken him out. That is unfortunate. Man, those guys are fast. Also, you're terrible. We'll go ahead and have her just heal herself to clear the bleed. Oh, well, 5 to 10.
A singular
Getting it
strike.
done. And let's try this healing thing one more time. It's a little bit better than the time where all we did was damage. Oh my god, are you kidding me? He's gonna get to act again? Oh, you should have been dead like 2 turns ago. Oh, and we whiffed it. There's a little bit of healing here. Crit for 4. I don't know about all that, but if you could have just landed that blow, man, how quickly the tide turns
Victory.
is where I'm feeling right about now. Oh, and why do I say that? You know, see all the red? We've got plenty of HP, right? But what we do not have is any room for stress on our plague doctor. Like, as soon as dinner cart. We don't have any herbs. We'll have you do it. Nothing but rotting bodies. Okay. Like, she is 1 vomit away, right? That's all that we would need there.
The promise of safety.
1 vomit away. Ugh. From having a stress test. And like, once somebody becomes abusive, it just spreads like wildfire, right? Like, as soon as every action that every character takes has an opportunity. Yep, and there we go, right off the bat. Just don't waste any time, guys. That's awesome. Hey, and she became abusive.
Madness.
It's like I can
Our
see
old
the
friend.
future. Yeah. Or that's just exactly how predictable that outcome was. Oh, of course, they're not going to ease up. No, they're going to push her towards a heart attack. Why not? Why not push her towards a heart attack? Ugh. Low end of the damage there. That is unfortunate. Let's go ahead then and go for the retribution. Let's let him pile it on our frontline tank. Yeah. Okay, good damage. One of them got the blight.
How quickly the tide turns.
Bad damage. Okay. Let's try this again. 2 and 3. So very solid damage again. Still failed to blight one of them though. And she picked up a disease.
Prodigious size
Lovely.
alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
Oh my god. And in like the space of a round and a half, we take 2 critical hits to our bounty hunter, love it, and suddenly his HP is looking a little thin. Okay. Big heal. Super important right now. Let's just go ahead and do that again. Awesome. Well, not super awesome, but a little bit awesome. The bleed kind of sucks, but turning back those 2 critical hits for 20 damage, that is quite helpful. Pretty much anything we did to him was going to get him into blight territory. Make a better patient than surgeon. It's not a nice
This
thing to
expedition
say
at least
to your
promises success.
friends and or coworkers. Alright, we'll just, why am I down here with useless children? Alright. Well, somebody is just Miss Cranky Pants right now. Apparently getting vomited on repeatedly. Will have that effect on you? Okay. Oh, that is an awesome surprise, especially considering the swine drummer can cause stress, so we want him absolutely out of this fight. Like, super soon. And that'll basically do it to him. Okay. What are our stun chances? It's like guaranteed on him. Sweet. Precisely no precision at all. Okay. Just stop. Don't listen to her right now, okay? She's not in a good place. We'll go ahead. Give the mark to him. The debuff is fine, but primarily it's going to mean that our bounty hunter has found his target. But 9 damage is nice. A couple of those spread in, and we should be A-okay. But then... need to do 1 damage to him. %90 chance. Why not? Okay. That'll guarantee he dies. Next up, we can then do 4 to 7, 5 to 9. The bleed? Not the bleed. And it does have 60% resist to it, so I guess that's not too surprising. And then, what can we do here? Retribution, we'll get a kill. We'll self-mark, set up the riposte. Really only matters for the swine chopper, though, as he's going to be the only guy left in town. Please stop doing that. I would be... oh, that was huge. You can abuse the enemy. I mean, that's okay. Just please don't be abusive towards us. Oh, 1? I couldn't get 1? Fine. Oh, he's going to get a turn, but... that's gonna end it. Okay.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is
Alright.
slow and insidious.
Torchlight's
killer.
gonna burn down a bit. No big deal. We only got 1 torch left anyway. We'll go ahead and let it come down. We'll backtrack and then camp. I'm glad that we didn't run into a fight there. I would like to not run into any hallway battles while we're backtracking. They should pop up on the map. So we should know ahead of time, and I think they would be there by now. So I'm pretty sure this hallway is going to be clean. 90. Man, we're just coming in under the wire on some of our stress here. But this seems like a fine place to camp.
Gathered close in tenuous firelight and uneasy companionship.
Get a little bit of stress relief on everybody. And then, really, our stress relief is like the biggest concern. Our HP is doing just fine. It also self-buff. In fact, we might just be self-buffing. Let's go ahead and tactics, weapon practice. This is how we do it. Accuracy plus crit. And then with 4, I can pep talk to raise his stress resist. And she can also pep talk. Oh, I should have done this backwards. I should have had her pep talk him and then him pep talk her. Oh well, you live, you learn. Her stress is going to get really high. You know, let's not pep talk then. What can we do? Increase stress, but boost damage. Why not? We'll stick with that. Let the Eldritch powers course. What? Why did I get stress from that? Ugh. Easiest pay you're ever going to receive, yet you're stressing out over it. And of course, getting ambushed in the night is a little stressful. That at least I can understand. We did get mixed around a bit, and that is not great. Although, with everybody in good HP range, this might not be the worst thing in the world. I could do that to the drummer. Although, I would then need... the Rampart got a kill, though. I was hoping I could collect bounty against him. Well, in that case, let's shuffle and get the stun. It keeps him from being able to stress us out, which I'm pretty okay with. What can we do here? Stun the back, heal up. Plague Doctor that is totally worthless. I guess Battlefield Medicine yourself for whatever reason. Gain 1 HP back. I didn't want to try to move her up just because it would have displaced our bounty hunter, which I felt like was more important. So there we go. Hey, at least now she can Battlefield Medicine for some kind of point, namely removing that blight. Oh, I did get off a Drum of Doom. Oh no, 93. I don't like 93. I don't like 93 at all. If only you had been a little bit faster. If only. Nice. Nice damage on the rampart, though.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
Alright. Got one character who's abusive. 140 stress on her as well. That's not great. Again, eagle-eyed. I don't think that does anything for him. Crit on ranged. Yeah. Not exactly super helpful. Alright. Sack time. We'll pop our last torch. And... yeah, enemies. Okay. Straight out the gate. I can't let the swine drummer do his drumming thing. That's just not okay. So let's pop all the stuns right off the bat. Okay. 2 of them not getting to act is okay. Ugh. Blighted. He would be worth more to me as a cadaver. You can't say things like that to him. He's sensitive. Alright, we'll go ahead and Retribution here. Guess I probably should have used it against the drummer, eh? And then Vulnerability Hex. And then... oh, why? Why? Powerful! Oh, that is fantastic.
His power. Unleash it.
Oh, I'm ready to unleash. I'm ready to unleash power. It's okay. Blight. They're 100% blight resistance. Ew. Well, time to break out the dagger. Okay. That's fine. Well, suddenly, us doing all this damage to the swine drummer doesn't mean so much, considering our other characters are not anywhere near as highly stressed out. Ooh, big retribution too. Alright, now our biggest... oh, man. Our biggest threat on the stress front is now basically going to be having a heart attack. Ah, resisted it. Oh well. You won't live long enough. A devil's due. Yeah, that 40% damage buff is helping.
Staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
Well, we do have 2 of these. Last time, this did not go well. Bone altar, strange presence. You with holy water? Oh, no effect. Okay, well, I'm gonna be dumb. Hey, great power again. Okay, another buff for 4 rounds. Maybe I don't need to use anything. Was that like exactly what I did the last time? There's a good chance that it was. Alright, we did get the disarm. There should just be this one final room battle. Mankind Hater. Ooh, I like that. Actually, synergizes really well with Collect Bounty, which already does bonus damage to humans anyway. That might be the kind of thing you'd want to lock in on a bounty hunter. We do not have one more torch, so we're going to be going in with some dim light. But this isn't too bad. We're largely going to have a Oh my god. A lot of stress attacks that are, you know, just going to target the one character who can't tolerate stress attacks. I swear. Okay. Now, a crit would have been a lot more helpful there. Let's rampart him, mostly for the move chance. Get him into the second slot, where we can be a lot more abusive to him. Alright. And then... They're highly resistant to plague. Do 6 to him. Gets him down to 5. That should easily make him... Ooh, he buffed everybody? Plus 15 damage. Oh my god. He gave everybody a 15% damage buff for 4 rounds? This is like amazing. Alright, well, Levette is single-handedly carrying our entire party. Of course, we could still lose somebody if they just decide to repeatedly stress attack Burci, our lowly plague doctor back here. I think this is probably worth it. Alright, it got the kill on 1. It's going to do a ton of damage against him as well. Crush for 26. A little bit of that you got to be thanking Lovett's buff for, though. Unfortunately, he can't hit the back row, but he can flashbang back there and bring him up, and he's stunned. Of course, now there's nothing I can do to him. Oh my god, 3 off of the mark. Vulnerability Hex is doing 3 damage right now. I'm super okay with that. And that's going to be that.
Laden with loot
Alright.
are often low on supplies.
We'll continue for just a moment so that we can check out this heirloom chest. I don't think shovels, they have no effect. Okay. Contents are mine. A few more heirlooms. Lovely. Alright. No one died. That's fantastic. I mean, maybe fantastic is a strong word, but it's a lot better than things have been going. And we have shown that we can get a level 0 party through more than just a short level 1 mission, which has proven to become few and far between recently. Death blow resist is nice. I don't love him losing hard skin, though. Unerring. Okay, that's actually pretty decent for him. And a disease that we'll want to get rid of. Alright. I'm kind of okay with the outcome of that.
I can still see their angry faces as they stormed the manor. But I was dead before they found me. And the letter was on its way.
And we had 3 characters level up. We removed a quirk from Vane. We removed a quirk from Reynald. We treated for disease, and it took off 2 from Poussin, and removed Crouping Cough from Dismas. Okay. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Well, I think, let's actually check out our stagecoach here. Do you have a Jester? Is there any class we're missing right now because they died horrible deaths repeatedly? I don't believe so. No, I think we're pretty well stocked on all of these offerings. We've got multiple man-at-arms. We've got Jester at level 2. And we've got multiple lepers as well. Okay. Well, we'll pass on any new recruits for the moment. And I will do the rest of my house cleaning in between this episode and the next. I do hope you guys will join me for the next episode. If you enjoyed this one, feel free to leave a like or a comment if you have anything to say about this or any of my other episodes, and I will catch you guys next time.